Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Reds View. Of course, I am your gracious host, Jay Red. Make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/Reds View. Also, hit the like button or the dislike button, but also make sure that you comment. All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about what everybody's been talking about, heavy on social media, heavy in the sports world. Jackson State. You see, I'm rocking one of my favorite shirts, man. Jackson State Tigers. That's right. That is my alma mater, Jackson State University. I am a graduate of Jackson State University, not Jacksonville State, the Sonic Boom of the South, straight out of Jackson, Mississippi. And when people ask me, did you go to Jackson State? I graduated from Jackson State. I didn't attend Jackson State. I graduated. But anyway, so y'all see what's been going on, man. Coach Prime versus... Well, I'll say Jackson State versus ASU, Alabama State University. We played at their homecoming, and you see now in the headlines, it's Coach Prime, Deion Sanders versus Eddie Robinson Jr. Both of them played in the NFL. You already know what it is. If you've been hiding under a rock, then you should see. There was almost a scuffle. Not going to call it an official scuffle, but basically what happened is Deion Sanders, after the game, we won, of course. And it wasn't a blowout. We won. It was 26-12, I want to say, or 26-16. I can't remember. But anyway, they went up and they did the bro handshake and about to do the bro hug. But what happens? Eddie Robinson Jr. puts his hand out and blocks Deion from the hug. And then Deion pushes his hand off. That's exactly what happened. Now, the reason for it happening, you can look it up. Eddie Robinson was upset. He was upset with the... trash talking that Deion Sanders was doing before the game. He didn't appreciate that Deion Sanders does the walk around the whole stadium as he does every game. He felt like that was disrespectful to the school. Basically, he's saying that Deion Sanders was disrespectful to the school. He says that he walked through the end zone, all of this other stuff, right? And I'm not going to go into a spill of whether he is right or wrong. What I am going to say is he couldn't get in control of his emotions. And that is not a manly thing to do. That is not masculine. When you display your emotions, that is that feminine energy. No ifs and buts about it, right? Now, of course, like I said, I gave you the reasons what he said that he didn't want to hug Deion Sanders, but we all know what it is, man. If you go up and dap somebody up like that, you're going to do a quick hug. It's not a warm embrace. It's not a intimate embrace or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a quick pound and then boom. You know what I'm saying? But his whole thing was he didn't feel the need to hug Deion Sanders. He was like, I'll shake your hand as a man and then we go on about our business. But my thing is this, man. If you knew that you didn't want to hug, do the dap and the hug, why would you go and shake his hand in the first place? If you were that upset with Deion Sanders, you should have walked your ass off the field. Look, check this out. When LeBron James gets upset, does he, if he loses a game or loses the championship, do you ever really see him out there shaking hands with everybody? I've seen numerous times where not just LeBron James, but a lot of players who get upset, they'll just walk off the field. That is, people can say what they want about that, but if I didn't mess with you before the game and I have this animosity towards you before the game, and I don't like the fact that you won or whatever the case was, I'm just not going to speak. I'm just go ahead. And then in the press conference, I'll explain the reasoning. But it was super disrespectful to go up, shake the man's hand, not even look him in the eye. Go back and look at it. He didn't even look at him in the eye. He just gave him the hand and pushed him off. Right. And people were saying, Deion Sanders, he tried to flip it and make it a narrative as if he was the victim. Right. All I did, I shook his hand and he tried to give me a hug. You know what it is. Quit playing, man. I think that was a bitchy move. There's no other way to really say it, man. He issued out an apology. And with his apology, he was just basically saying that, Deion Sanders, I stand by everything that I said in that press conference. However, I apologize for the profanity. You apologize for the profanity. Now, the thing is, he also said that Deion Sanders didn't have to score at the end of the game. Be that as it may. I'm not here to criticize how Eddie Jr., what's his name? Eddie Robinson. I'm not here to criticize Eddie Robinson Jr.'s feelings. I'm not here to criticize how he should have felt. That's neither here nor there. I'm saying the actions that happened after that. If you didn't want to hug the man, you shouldn't even have shaken his hand. You shouldn't even have shook his hand. If you didn't want to hug him, why even go out there and shake his hand just to block him off? You know the negative reaction you're going to get from it. That's going to cause up more controversy than it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't fool with somebody, it's not respectful for me to go up and just shake their hand and then not try to hug them. Like, I might as well not do that. But to me, it was an embarrassment to the SWAC. He had the nerve to say that Deion Sanders ain't SWAC. Now you got this whole thing of who is SWAC. Now me, I graduated from a SWAC college, Jackson State University. My grandparents graduated from Alabama A&M University. They met, graduated there. My parents graduated from Alabama A&M University. They met there, graduated. I'm as SWAC as it can get, but I don't throw my weight around. Like, to me, that was a very childish thing to say. The coaches that he named, he dropped some names of coaches. I don't even think all of them are SWAC. So the thing is, it's a very childish mentality to have, to throw that out there. Oh, he ain't SWAC. How is Deion Sanders not SWAC? Because he didn't attend the HBCU, because he didn't attend a SWAC, the SWAC in the HBCU in the SWAC. Is that what it is? He has 3 of his kids enrolled there. He's bringing in millions of dollars to the SWAC, but you got the nerve to say he ain't really SWAC. That is childish, man, and it's feminine energy. Now, again, I'm not here to criticize or judge how he feels. If you felt like Deion Sanders was disrespecting you before the game, that's neither here nor there. But as a man, it's admirable to just go up, hey, good job, and go about your business. It's other coaches who probably are upset with Deion Sanders too. I mean, but you look like a sore loser. Do they go out there and go like this? No, the man, go back and look at the video. The man didn't even look at him in his eyes when he walked up. He just had this whole And I was listening to Tariq Nasheed earlier, and he was saying that he was like, that's like what women do when they don't want to be bothered with you. I ain't giving you no hug. I ain't giving you no hug. But it looked very, very feminine, man. And it looked very soft. How is that a good reflection of the team? How do the players look at you when you do something like that? It was a real goofy, immature move. He let his emotions get in the way. This is a prime example of what not to do. This is a prime example of what not to do. Do not ever let your emotions get in the way. Don't let it come on the field, because you make stupid decisions. You make stupid decisions that make you look silly. And anybody that defends this, shame on you. Now, shout out to Alabama State. I know a few people that went to Alabama State. I think this is an embarrassment to the school, because I guarantee you, if they would have won, say the roles were reversed, if Alabama State University would have won and Jackson State University would have lost, would he have went out, gave him the bro hug? Even though Deion Sanders walked through their end zone, he walked around and through their huddle, he was talking shit before the game, would the energy still be the same? I think hell no. So Eddie Robinson, man, shame on you. I'm going to just say shame on you. I think that it was a real hoish move to do. If you didn't want to shake the man's hand, if you didn't want to hug the man, why even go up and shake his hand? You should have just went to the locker room. And I guarantee you wouldn't have been this big of an issue. But that's what I feel about it, man. I can't wait till Jackson State homecoming next weekend in Jackson, Mississippi. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView. Follow me on all social media platforms at JAYR3D. This is J Red RedsView. I'm signing out.